Hello and welcome to the vlog. I am honestly not sure how this is gonna go. I have started filming clips for this vlog on Monday. It is currently Thursday, which is kind of mind-blowing to me. I don't know where this week went. I think I've been rather busy, so it's just the days are flowing together. But I intend for this to be a kind of work week in my life type of thing. Last time I did a vlog, it was kind of like this. So you're just going to be seeing some kind of behind the scenes of what I do for my Etsy shop. I'm kind of preparing for a summer market. I'm kind of preparing ahead of time just because the summer is going to be very busy, and so I just want to be ahead of the game and not be super stressed out and, you know, crocheting my hands off. And yeah, I'm just trying to avoid that, so I am starting ahead of time and just getting ready for a new launch and revamp of my shop that I'm planning on doing. So yeah, it's gone good so far, but I've been pretty busy. But I think this week I finally had some eventful things going on. I don't know, I would vlog more, but I just feel like, not that my life is boring, but I do the same thing every day pretty much. Yeah, so every once in a while when I have some fun things planned, I decide to pick up a vlog. So anyway, I hope you enjoy this video. But for today, I'm actually fully ready. Well, I almost always get fully ready. I'm gonna go out today and I might show you a coffee shop, a new one, so that's fun. And yeah, so anyhow, I think I'm going to get some more computer work done for now, and then I'll catch up with you in a little bit. I was here cleaning up my desk a little bit, and then I found these art prints that I picked up this last weekend at my local Comic-Con that I completely forgot about because I've just got so much thrown over here, which you might be like, you don't have anything thrown over here. You got to see this side of my desk. Conveniently, I cleaned that side up. Well, I didn't clean it up. I just took whatever was there and dumped it behind you so that you didn't have to see it. Yeah, so all of this got kind of lost in the mess, which, if you don't know me from my book channel, and if you can't gather from all my books and everything on my bookshelf, I'm kind of a nerd. I'm very much like into a whole bunch of different fandoms, and yeah. Anyway, one of them being the world of The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, and that whole world. I love it so much. And I picked up a few art prints that kind of revolve around that, so I thought that I would show them to you, because in my background here I've got a couple of these like wire display rack things, and on that one I keep like a Bible verse and then a couple of quotes, and then on the one that's on the other side of this picture here I keep an art print. Yeah, so it's time to switch that one out, and I'm gonna switch it out to a new one. So this first one here I saw and I immediately fell in love with, and this was actually the last one that she had at her booth, so yeah, I snatched this one up super quick. It says Middle Earth plant person, and it has mushrooms, oak, white tree, tree of linden, malorn. Yeah, so cute. I love this one so much. I think that one's probably gonna go up next. And then this next one, I think I might pick up a second one of this just to have one to display and then one that I can put away. And it just kind of like came to me now. She had multiples of this at her booth, but I didn't even think of it then. It's probably coming to mind more so now because I have something very special coming my way later this week that you guys will get to see. Maybe, we'll see. And this one, we've got the round door, of course, and there's a bunch of pretty, like, dainty flowers, and it says, even the smallest person can change the course of the future. And I just thought this would be so cute, like in a wooden frame or like a gold frame in a little baby girl's nursery. Yeah, I really hope maybe one day I can hang this up in a little baby girl's room. But yeah, I might pick up a second one to keep to display for now, and then one to preserve for later. And then this last one, I think I'm going to save this one to display closer to summer just because it feels very summery to me. I don't know why. Maybe it's just like the more vibrant colors and these are more pastel. But I thought this one was so nice. It's kind of like watercolor. It's really nice. There was a bunch that I would have picked up from that artist, but I had already picked up a bunch of other things, so I had to scale it back a little bit. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and switch that out and I will show you how it looks. I got home and I started working on this project, this thing that I needed to get done, which is moving things around in my room to fit a new piece of furniture. Yeah. And my room is quite full already. Yeah, I've emptied that shelf, at least, like all the books from there. I don't know if you can see them all the way in there. I got that nightstand out of here. And yeah, I don't know what to do now. I got this sudden spurt of energy to do this right now, and now I'm super overwhelmed. I need to figure this out. I look crazy now because I've been working for a good 3 hours now. Yeah. I figured out a solution. I've got the furniture moved around. That was fun. This is my workout for the day. I had to exercise this morning, but I went out. And then I was gonna do it this afternoon, and then I got to organizing. So this is my exercise for the day. Now I'm gonna start putting things back on the bookshelves. And this is the fun part for me. Fun, but stressful, because I put things up and then take things down like 50 times. And now I've got the bookshelves together. And so it's gonna be a different layout than I've ever had. So we're gonna figure this out, but this should be fun. I'm gonna turn on a record and just plug away. Here's your proof that sun damage can happen in a very short amount of time. It doesn't take that long for this amount of damage to happen. If you don't know BTS or like K-pop albums, this is a K-pop album. I was very much into K-pop when I was in high school, and I still like it now, but I'm just not like a mega fan as I was before. So I kept all of my albums because it still makes me happy, and whenever I look at it, it just reminds me of my high school years, and I don't know, it's just something that I do want to hold on to. I'm so mad right now though. If this would have happened years ago, I would have been absolutely livid. But this was not like this. If you also have this album, you know. This is not like this. It's not meant to have like a nearly white spine and this line here and this line here. It's not supposed to have that. Not me about to cry about this right now. I am like, it's that time of the month, and so I'm extra emotional. I need to put this down. I'm not gonna cry over an album right now, but here's your sign. Take care of your stuff. Don't have it in the sunlight because this happens. It happened on my other ones too. Okay, see how this is a nice, like, honey yellow? The spine is like a much different color. And on this one, you see how this is like lime green, like very vibrant green? It's like, it leans almost blue in person. It's not supposed to be blue. Well, I learned my lesson, and now everything is, the sunlight angle has changed, and it's all not going to be hit as much. At least I hope not. This is definitely a downer of my day. I don't know. I like to keep my things, like books and collectible things, in like mint condition. So this just upsets me so much. If you're a collector and you get this, let me know because I feel so dramatic right now. But I've kept these for years, like, and I, you know, specifically pick these up at stores so that I can, you know, grab a near perfect, you know, copy of it, because I like to keep my things in like perfect condition. And now this one is the worst, honestly. On Persona, that's depressing. I don't, if you get it, please let me know, because yeah, I feel like so dramatic right now. I'm gonna talk to my dad about it because maybe he gets it too. Watch your things, friends. Make sure the sun isn't beating down on them if you care about this kind of thing. I do. I'm gonna go through and check through all of these books, because I would be so mad. I will be so mad if any of that is damaged, because these especially, I'm keeping these forever. And eventually in the future, all of this is going to be worth a lot. Not that I'm keeping it because of that, but that's part of it. I genuinely love all of these books. This is all manga, by the way, Japanese comics. And, you know, once series hit a certain age, they go up in value exponentially. And these are books that I would love to like hand down, and these are like a part of my library. And so if any of this is damaged, that's gonna be it. That's gonna be it for me. So here's my bed. And then there are the bookshelves with everything on it again. This took so much time. I'm honestly always so surprised by how much time it takes me to like reorganize my shelves. I always think it's gonna be like a simple 1 hour thing. And this took up my entire afternoon and evening. So yeah. I'm probably gonna switch things up a little bit today, just like move some things around to hopefully space things out a little bit, just to make it not look as crowded. I mean, it's gonna be crowded. I have a lot of books. But yeah, I mean, I really like how this all has turned out. Yeah, I put the 2 nightstands here. I don't know if I love it or not. I might see if I like put something there. I think that's the issue that I'm having, is that it looks so bare over here compared to here, where I have these two and then this bookshelf and then all that. So maybe that's my issue with it. Yeah, maybe I'll like crochet some ivy or something. That might be cute. This, I don't know, I really like this. This is a piece that I made, but I think I might switch it out to this. This is actually something my sister made, and I might like change out the frame to like a gold frame or a wooden frame, just to like match the room a little better. But this means good day in Korean, so I think that might be really cute, just like right there before you leave the room. So yeah, anyways, why did this turn into a whole like room reorganization video? See, this is why I started the video with saying I intend for this to be like a work week in my life, which it will be. It will be. I have some work to do today. Anyway, I hope you enjoy this. It's kind of random. This always just happens. I intend to do something and then it turns into something completely different. But I don't know. If you're still here, thank you for being here. A little bit of time has passed. I've gotten ready for the day. I cleaned up a little bit more and just kind of put things in their final place for now. So this is all done. I'm not messing with it anymore. And yeah, I got some work done. And oh, there's one thing that I wanted to show you. Yesterday while I was out, I went thrifting a little bit. I just went to this one Goodwill that tends to be pretty good. So I will go ahead and show you a few of the things that I picked up. I'll go ahead and start with the books. I always have to go and pick up books. It's a thing with me. I just love books and I'm like very quickly running out of shelf space. But yet every time I go out, I seem to come back home with a book or more. Yeah, I need to stop, but anyway, this one here is The Maidens by Alex McLadies. I'm familiar with his writing through The Silent Patient, which is right there. That was one of my favorite books that I read last year. It was so good, like a psychological thriller. Those are super interesting to me. I love them, and I guess this is kind of supposed to be a similar thing, like, but this is like dark academia, murder mystery type thing. And I haven't read one of these type of books in a while. The thing about me is I used to super like be into like watching true crime documentaries and listening to podcasts, and I found like a lot of enjoyment in that. It's a weird fascination that I had. Like, I don't know, I'm sure there's definitely people out there that can relate to me with that. But I had to stop with the true crime because it brought up such a spirit of fear within me, and I hate living in fear. I mean, there's always something that I'm afraid of, right? But like to a point where I was getting kind of crazy about checking the locks on the windows and the doors and being afraid to even step outside of the house at night. Just that type of fear where I was just constantly afraid of something happening to me. And, you know, I'm in a safe area and there are plenty of people around me that would protect me if anything like that were to happen. You know, I'm very like rarely just, I don't really go out like alone. So yeah, like it's just kind of a ridiculous fear that I ended up having. And so I cut that out. As much as like sometimes a video will come in my recommended and I'll almost click on it, but I just have to turn away because while I find it so interesting, I just don't want to be feeling like I always have to watch my back. It's a weird thing, but yeah. Anyways, every once in a while I like to pick up a fiction work, and I don't know, it doesn't really bother me in that sense. I can be like a little bit like spooked, but it's not in the sense like how I get with true crime. And I guess how I take it with reading is, I mean, obviously I'm a Christian, as you know, if you've been watching me. And I do read like a lot of Christian books as well, but I do also read like secular fiction. But one girl that I was watching, I think she put it like a good way. Sometimes people will just kind of try to call you out, I guess, and say like, oh, you shouldn't be reading that. That's, not, just really advising against secular media, which I definitely understand. There's so much bad media out there. But for me, and what I had heard this gal say was that I just take in everything and just keep up like a shield of discernment and just take everything, view everything through a biblical lens. And if something bothers me, then I cut it out and I put it away. That happened to me with this one book that I had picked up last month, I believe. I forget what it was called, but it was by Lucy Foley. And I just generally know her as a like supposedly good murder mystery author, like thriller author. And so I found one of her books at a thrift store and I picked it up just for $1. I was like, oh cool, I'll try it out. And then I went to go start reading it. Long story short, I didn't even get, I think I just got 2 chapters in because there was just so many explicit words, and I came across an explicit scene in the book and I was just like, no, we're putting that away. I am putting that in the donation pile because that like brought up a red flag immediately, and I was like, no, I just closed book, put it away. We're not messing with that anymore. So that's kind of how I look at media and things like music, books. So yeah, we'll see how this one is. But yeah, if you want to hear more on like what my thoughts are on this or anything else that I have read, check out my book channel. I probably have talked about it there. Next book here is by Laura Ingalls Wilder, Little House in the Ozarks. I have never heard of this, and the outside dust jacket is a little bit messed up, so we'll see if I end up keeping this or not. But there is like somebody signed in here, I guess probably like their personal library type of thing. Like if you find this, call this number. Yeah, the book itself looks like this, dark green. That's the way to my heart. And I think in here there's some sort of slip of paper. Yeah, there's this here, which seems like an original like kind of ad flyer thing that must have came with this book. It's really, really cool. There's another like thing sticking out here. I'm trying to grab it. What is this? This book is from the library of Mrs. Cleo Marie, right? Or Davis. Marie Davis. 3292. How cool is that? This is why I like to go through them, because you just find the cutest little things in books, and sometimes I won't even notice it until I start reading, and then something is like sticking out. I'm like, what is this? And I've found like old letters, old notes, and if the book was a gift to this particular person, just somebody writing a note saying, I hope you enjoy this book. I love that type of thing. So, and the last one here is Better Homes and Gardens embroidery. I obviously very much work with crochet and yarn, but embroidery is an art that I dabble into every once in a while, and whenever I pick it up, I just realize how much I love it. So I really want to work with the art of embroidery a little bit more, and so I spotted this one, and this is the first edition, first printing. This is from 1978. So yeah, it's just, I mean, it's quite old. I don't think it's kind of like picking up like how brown this is, but there's like this cross stitch table runner and it gives you the pattern. Just, I love books like this. Hungarian cloth. I need to look at that. I love like Hungarian art and like folk art, like the flowers. I'm actually crocheting a piece that's kind of inspired by like the folklore flowers. I don't know, I probably should look up the proper terminology for that, but I don't know. This is just so cool, and yeah, I love this kind of stuff. So I saw this and it's in, other than the pages being like brown, this is in like really, really good condition. All right, last couple of things here that I want to show you. I feel like this is so random and this feels like very different content than I usually put out on this channel. I hope you don't mind. Anyways, I got this mug. I thought it was really cute. I like the checker kind of border here. My dream kitchen has checkered floors, checkered or wooden floors, either one of those, but somewhere in my future house, I would love to have checkered floors somewhere. Usually people would like rip that out, but that's something that I really like. I think it's really cute. And so this just kind of like reminded me of that. And then I thought the hearts kind of looking like flowers was really cute. And then I turned it over because I tend to look at the bottom of things to see, like, check where it was made. And if it's made in China, I tend to leave it because I'm like, that's not really special, but okay. This, made in Korea. My dad's side of the family is Korean, and so every time I find something that's made in Korea, I kind of like have to pick it up. But this is genuinely so cute. And I will say that any sort of like ceramic or like pottery, that sort of thing, the things that are made in Korea are such good quality. Like, I never find them with chips in them, and they hold up so well, and they're just the right thickness. So definitely highly recommend getting your mugs and things made in Korea because they last and they're really, really nice quality. All right, and lastly, this is something that I've kind of been looking for, but I've never found one in good condition, and it already has my hair in it. I am putting together a hope chest, and if you don't know what that is, I am planning on doing a whole dedicated video to my hope chest. So that's kind of like a hint to the special thing that I've been hinting at in this video. I picked this up for my hope chest, and it's just kind of like one of those, what do you call that? Just like this is a 2-quart baking dish thing. I cannot think of the word, but it's got like a glass lid with a handle, and I don't know. I love this pattern, and my grandpa, he still has like some cookware that's like this, and my grandmother, my late grandmother, she had a whole bunch of things like kitchenware that had this sort of pattern on it, you know, like the fruits and vegetables. So I saw this and it was in good condition, so I had to pick it up. This one, made in US, Corning, New York. So yeah, you can't see the pattern. Hello. There we go. So I'm glad to have one of these finally. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean this stuff up and then get on with my day. I have a couple other things to do, but we'll see.